Hey, how's it going? A lot of people have asked me what it was like in Turkey when I went to go visit a couple of weeks ago. And I had a once in a lifetime, for me, opportunity to have a hammam, which is this. So a hammam is basically a major exfoliation spa type of experience. And going into it, I've already been doing a lot of cleansing of my whole entire digestive system this year. So what they do is, by the way, this establishment that I went to is about 600 years old. If you can imagine 600 years of this business, obviously over many, many generations and probably different families, but who knows? I don't know the whole story. And so this building was ancient, and so when you walk in, obviously I went into the women's side, and they had an area where you could pick your area where you could park all your stuff, and they give you a key and a locker and stuff, which is really nice. And it was like this really old wooden locker where you could put your valuables and stuff, and then you undress to your comfort level, and then you go into the steam area, the steam bath room, and there are a lot of people hanging out, women, who are sitting on these marble steps, and you basically start by pouring the hot water, whatever temperature you're most comfortable with, all over your body. And I was told it was to help soften the skin. And I did this for quite a while, and I looked over at my sister-in-law, and I was like, how much longer do you do this? And what's next? And she's like, oh, you'll see. And I was like, oh my God, here we go. And in the middle of the room, there was also the white marble heated stone. It was just really large and circular, where then when the woman who was working with me was ready, she took me, and so I laid on my stomach first, and they have these special cloths, and I'll show you another time. I have it at home because my brother had sent me one a long time ago. I didn't realize that was what it was for. So they, for like 20 minutes at least, they exfoliate every part of your skin that you have available to scrub. I mean, your face, your neck, your arms, your butt, your legs, your feet, your hands, everything. And she showed me, because I don't speak Turkish and she didn't speak English, but she was showing me all the skin that was coming off of my body. And I've seen this before, when you rub your skin and you're like, oh, or something itches, and then you end up like rubbing the skin off. Well, imagine this all over your body. And then they have you shower, and then they take you to the other steam room area that's not quite as hot, not quite as steamy. And then I think it was soap. So then they completely soaped you, and they scrubbed you again. They did the same exfoliation again. And then I took another shower, and then at this point, I had the option, which I chose. I chose the Turkish coffee ground exfoliation. So again, I was completely covered in coffee grounds, completely scrubbed, and it was like amazing. It was amazing. And it was a little bit like, oh my gosh, like I think everything's showing at this point. It's like, oh my God. And being probably typical American, I was kind of like, oh my God, I don't know. Anyway, so then at this point, then you shower again, and then she does a shampoo of your whole scalp and scrubbing of your whole scalp and exfoliating and brushing and really just getting in there. My hair has never been so clean, and my skin, of course, today is so soft. It's been still a couple weeks, and it's like, wow. And then you do a shower, you get it all off again, and then you go back and you get changed, and you go back in there and you just relax and wait. I was waiting for my sister-in-law to get done, and Amazing experience. I highly recommend it. If you've got the opportunity to get a hammam or a Turkish bath, wherever you are, if they have it near you, I highly recommend it. Now, in Turkey, it wasn't so expensive. I don't know how much it is elsewhere, but by the way, it was about 2 hours. My sister-in-law was like, oh, it's like 20 minutes or something. And no, it was 2 hours, and it was totally worth it. I highly recommend it. So there's a story that's exactly how it was for me. Send me a DM if you want more particulars, but it was awesome, and I highly recommend it. All right, have a most amazing day. Take care.